Yo, salute. What is going on, y'all? Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Inside Allegiant Stadium for the first time this year. Touchdown Raiders! Jack Jones! For the touchdown! And drilled from behind! Balls out! Big man running! Raiders!
Yo, salute. Salute to everyone. What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode of Raiders Unfiltered. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Friday afternoon, evening, depending where you're at. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Man, it's the end of the week. Weekend starting. About to enjoy that weekend. But I wanted to go ahead and jump on with you guys really quick and go ahead and chop it up with you guys. Got Raider news happening today. So, like I said, when news drops, I go on, and we're here now. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're new, make sure you guys go ahead and turn on those notifications for all my ride or dies, my day ones. Make sure go ahead and click those thumbs, help support the show. Appreciate everyone tapping in. And it also make sure you guys go ahead and click on that membership. The link's pinned up top. If you want to go ahead and get off the spectator mode and get involved, make sure you guys hit that link. It's pinned up top. Appreciate everyone tapping in. But yeah, before we get into it, just want to go ahead and do a quick roll call. Salute to my guy, Nav, man. I don't know, bro. What's up with you, man? Like, what's going on? You not having a good day or what? Lots of crickets. You know how we do. You know how I do, man. Come on. My guy, Sacktown Raider. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome, welcome. Salute to my guy, Rafa. What is good? What is the deal, brother? Thanks for tapping in. AR Zach, what is good? We're about to get into it, brother. For sure, for sure. That is on the docket. And we're gonna go ahead and tap into it. But yes, let's go ahead and get over to I think the most probably uh, important news that has hit today. It is Raiders go out and make a signing. They go out and sign linebacker Devin White from the Buccaneers over to the Raiders. Familiar face. This is a guy that Spike Tech drafted back in 2019, I believe. Had quite a few good seasons up until last season where he kind of dropped off a bit. Guy was averaging about 60 tackles a year up until last year. So, he's battled some injuries, but, you know, looking like he's coming to the Raiders, hopefully with a chip on his shoulder and turn things around in that middle linebacker position. Wow. Shout out to my guy, Raiders Resistance. If you haven't done so, make sure you guys go ahead and give him a follow on IG, and I believe he's on Twitter too. But how are we all feeling about this signing, Devin White, free agency signing? You can see it as a depth piece. You can see it as another guy to be across Landon Roberts as well. Um, Probably put him up in different packages and different schemes as well. But that is the news signings today. So far in the week, we also signed defensive tackle Leaky Fotu from the Cardinals. He is now a Raider, and tight end Ian Thomas. That was this week's earlier signing. So we're adding to the piece. We're making a little bit of noise um, with Devin White. I've said it that we needed to go ahead and maybe pick up another linebacker from free agency to go ahead and kind of fill up that depth in that room. But uh, salute to my guy, Christopher Raiders. What is good, brother? Thanks for tapping in. But yeah, let me know how you guys feeling about this signing today. I'm going to go ahead and put up a poll in just a bit. We're going to go ahead and talk about it. But the other news today, obviously, I think aside from the Devin White signing, is our guy, Hunter Renfrow, making an appearance back, possibly with the Raiders. As you know, the 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 rumor was he was supposedly retired, and he came on Twitter and Instagram and quickly debunked that. Let him know, hey, you know what? That's news to me because I've been working out to come back. So now he's out visiting teams. He went out to visit the Panthers. He's out in Carolina, so that's a team in his backyard. And now today he is over at the Raider facility, chopping up over there. So this could be the return of third and Renfrow. And I know there is some concerns. I've said them openly with the injuries, with the concussions. There's a little bit of concern, but he took a year off, had time to have his body recover, and that does make a big difference. He had that. He had pretty good years since 2019 up until the point of that 2022 season, uh, uh, when McDermott came in and really kind of spoiled the party for him. And adding injuries on top of that, we saw the decline of him. And we really didn't see a factor in 2023. And obviously, he took the year off last year. But this would be an interesting addition if we brought back Hunter Renfrow to the Raiders. As you see, he can make plays in the slot. He's dependable, and he always finds himself some way, shape, or form open. Um, and we've seen that happen year over year. So to have him back, I'm actually pretty excited. I don't want to get my hopes up because obviously there's a lot of things that come into play aside from that. But if he were to come in, he would come in on a relatively cheap deal, anywhere from like $2 to $3 million. We're not talking about what he was being paid before, which was between, I think last time we had him, he was about $10 million. So having him back on a cheaper deal would be, I think, would be a good addition. He wouldn't be wide receiver one. He'll be more in that wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 position. But having Hunter back, I mean, man, that would be sick. Um, Really quick salute to my guy, the Raider rundown. What is good, B? Thanks for tapping in. Yup, love that dude too, bro. I love to see what he can do with the full season, healthy, with the new offensive coordinator. The way that McDaniels really designed those packages and really hardly utilized them in 2023. Um, that what 22 that 22 season really, they didn't really pan out. 22-23 season really didn't pan out. So giving him another potential opportunity to go ahead and really help out the team would say a lot. But let me go ahead and put up this poll real quick before we continue on any further, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys. How would you feel if Hunter Renfrow came back to the Raiders? Make sure you guys head on over and cast your vote. And then I'll be tapping in throughout the show. And we'll go ahead and talk about it for sure. Should have this pre-typed up. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, so I want to get everybody's feel on this, everybody's take. Obviously, Hunter is that, um, that once a Raider, always a Raider, has that, uh, special place in everybody's heart. So, um, it'll be interesting. But I mean, to really help out the team, I think he can go ahead and do it. Um, Either that, if they feel that he can go ahead and fit this new offensive scheme that they're going to go ahead and run, you definitely want to go ahead and bring him out. On top of that, the word is that he is best friends with Christian Wilkins. Guys were over at Clemson together. So that's another major factor. As we all know that he brings great cultures, he brings a great attitude to the locker room. So having him back would be a definite plus in different aspects, not just on the field as well. But the Raiders could also say, hey, you know what? This is not the direction we kind of want to go for. You might not fit too well where we're trying to go ahead and run here. They can always decide to go ahead and go for somebody else. You still have Tyler Lockett out there as a free agent. He's still on the cheaper end. Guys, market value is about $7.5 million. So they can go ahead and always still take that avenue as well and bring in a Tyler Lockett. But if they do decide to go ahead and bring in Renfrow, um, you have that extra weapon alongside Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, somebody who can go ahead and make an impact as well. Because we all know what he can do. I'm still a firm believer that he still has it in the tank. He still has the moves to go ahead and do this his little shake and bake. Because he does. He's a little bit of that untraditional kind of street ball type of moves, and it works for him. It works for him, and it's tough to cover the guy, especially when he's in the slot. But let me go ahead and pull up on everybody. Let me go ahead and go to the chat. Everybody's pulling up on this Friday afternoon. I'll be on here for a little while, but I just wanted to go ahead and pull up and chop it up with you guys. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Let me go here. My guy Ray Ryan, what is good, brother? What's the deal? My guy Zach, Hunter Renfrow for that price wouldn't be bad. Yeah, and we're not talking about $8 to $10 million. We're talking on the cheaper end, 2 to 3 million. And that's kind of the area you would want to go ahead and kind of bring him in. The guy hasn't played for a year, mind you that. So he's not. He knows where his value's at. It dropped off quite a bit, as opposed to if he would have still been playing. But bringing him around that $2 to $3 million would be ideal. Really quick salute to my guy SoCal Sal. Thanks for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you. My guy now, man, he's like, do it. Yup. I feel you. And let's see. Yep, my guy AR. Yep, he does. He does have good work ethic, man. And I think the whole thing was I think what people thought he was out there retired because I think he was doing something with a company he owns or a company that one of his relatives owned, and he was out there helping out. And that's why everybody thought, all right, the guy's gone. He's kind of retired. He's out of the game, and he's not quite yet, man. I'm coming back 2025, so it was always good. This had this that whole year layoff gave him time to recover, mentally and physically. A lot of injuries he was dealing with. So he might be a better version of himself, and hopefully we get to see that Hunter Renfrow of old, if not better. That would be good. So look to my guy GeoMax. What is good, brother? Thanks for tapping in with the Raider Nation. Yes, sir. My guy Leo, what it do, brother? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate ya. Yes, sir. My guy Jack, what it do? What it do? I thought I could. No, he did not. He hasn't got signed. He's still a free agent, brother. But we'll see if Raiders don't pull the trigger on that one. Let's see. OG Raiders, what is good? What is good? Hunter would be a good fit with this system. Yeah. So, man, I mean, I'm telling you, he that street ball kind of vibe, those skills that he puts out, those moves. I mean, it works. He gets open. We know he's our third and Renfro. He's dependable. I don't see him pulling up like in every snap situation, but he would be out there in certain package situations. Um, but yeah, bringing him back, I think would be a good fit. Definitely. My guy Leo said he was taking a lot of his hits with DC and his hospitals. Yeah, for sure, bro. So with Gino, I don't really see it really happening that way. I mean, Gino will put it between the numbers, man. He's he can throw darts for sure. So I think it would be a different look if he came back with a different system. Obviously, um, he has Brock Bowers, somebody he didn't play with before, so there's more weapons now on the team. You got Jacoby, and then Brock. So yeah, I mean it would be good for sure. Everyone's ready to take their number 13 jerseys out of retirement for sure, man. And I was kind of sad that he left, but seeing him potentially back would be awesome. Would be awesome for sure. Hang on 1 second. Oh, my Twitter profile closed out. Okay. All right, and I've been keeping tabs on as far as if anything has come out of the camp. Um, as far as Renfrew wise, but as of now, he's still meeting with them, and hopefully something good transpires either later on today or maybe later on the week, if he decides to go ahead and come back for sure. Um, Jack, Raiders need wide receivers badly, just like Leo and Rundown talked about. Facts 100. Yep. So I mean, even bring him back. I mean, you could potentially go out and still get Lockett on, 7 million deal, and still draft a receiver in the draft, right? And you essentially there you'll fill out a pretty good wide receiver room. I mean, remember, last year we had DG Turner. I think Ramel Keaton's still on the squad. Um, Brad, who else is still on there? Uh, I forgot that I'm missing somebody else. I'm missing a couple other people. Uh, Wilkerson. Wilkerson was another one. There you go. So I mean, these guys, they're not household names. They're kind of bottom of the totem pole guys. So to bring in a Hunter Renfrow would be would be a pretty good move. And bringing in a Tyler Lockett, would definitely bring in more quality depth to that wide receiver room, and you can use them in different packages for sure. All right. Uh, GMX Renfro needed time to heal his body. If he's physically ready, he'll fill the seat. Facts, brother. Leo's, who the hell is Kyle Phillips? Oh yeah, I forgot about him. We signed that guy on in the beginning of the year. Again, that guy will probably be another, that obviously he's another depth piece. So I think it was with the Giants, right? I don't remember. I don't remember where he's on. Salute to my guy Jeff. He's getting ready to go ahead and do the Friday night live, so he'll be on in about 45 minutes or so. Make sure you guys tap in for sure. Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Yeah. Christopher, he can teach Trey Tucker. There you go. I mean, Trey Tucker, you will utilize him differently. Obviously, Trey can go ahead and stretch the field, and that's something that we do need with that speed. But Hunter would definitely be in that X slot for sure. So that X wide receiver. So I am definitely not mad at that. But let me go ahead and kind of check up with that poll I put out just a bit ago. How do you feel Hunter Renfrow came back to the Raiders? 93%. Yes, I'm with it. 7% says no, and I get it. And it's probably because of the injuries, the concussions, the fumbles. It is a concern. Obviously, we know the history, but like we said, it's sometimes it's those hospital balls that kind of fuck you up. But I feel that having that time off, I think we'll probably see a better version of Hunter Renfrow for sure. Leo, bro, you can either teach them to catch or not at this point. Remember DBH? Oh man, yeah. But let's talk about Devin White. I mean, like I said, this guy was over at Tampa, drafted by Spy Tech in 2019, averaged about 60 tackles per season up until last season. I think he had an injury. He had a couple injuries last year. I looked it up. He was out twice last season. One for an ankle. The other one said personal, but it didn't say how long he was out for. But that did actually cause those numbers to go down. But like I said, and that was with Houston. So, but obviously having that familiarity with Spy Tech and being at Tampa Bay with them, Spy Tech knows what he can go ahead and bring to the table when he's healthy for sure. Salute to my guy Christopher Raiders becoming a member. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the support. If you want to go ahead and be like Chris and get off my lawn and get into the play, make sure you guys head over. The link is pinned up top in the chat. Make sure you guys go ahead and sign up for that membership. It does help keep the lights on with me and helping bring great content to you guys week in and week out for sure. It's just hard stuff, man. Tell you. Salute to my guy Billy. What is good, brother? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you, my guy. For sure. Oh, what is good? This is my guy Haas. What is good? What is good? This is my boy from high school. He's a Bucks fan, but he gives me all the insights on anything on Bucks related for sure. My guy Haas says Devin White could be great pickup. Depends how he decides to show up. I think he'll be good, bro. I think he's gonna come with a chip on his shoulder. I think he'll have something to improve, especially to Spy Tech on the way that he runs the ship. Working with a guy like Pete Carroll, knowing what it is to how he really enforces the fact that you need to compete to play. I think he's gonna come with it and have something to prove for sure. But yeah, looking at the stats, looking at the numbers, it's really, really good for sure. Shout out to my guy Christopher Raiders going 5 JRB memberships. Appreciate your brother. Salute, salute. Congratulations to everybody who's getting those memberships. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my guy Christopher Raiders for goading those 5 memberships for sure. My guy, Navman, with the $10 special. Important thought on number 13. He knows what it means to be a Raider. At minimum, he's a good wide receiver for the room. He becomes 2021 number 13. That is a bonus. Give Devin White a second. I love last chance, dudes. Facts, brother. Appreciate you on the $10 special. My guy, Nav, man. Salute to you, brother. Yep. I mean, this is a comeback story. This is literally a guy that we saw was literally I think that he was probably going to be that next great wide receiver for us. And we saw that regression by him, you know, in that 22 and 2023 season. And having Josh McDaniels come over and really underutilize him, and not putting him in certain scenarios where I knew I've watched over and over. I'm like, you need to put this guy in. This guy will get you the yardage you need. McDaniel's running his offense a certain way, and he doesn't like to deviate out of plan, and just Hunter wasn't a part of that, and it sucked, and it really really made the team suffer, made him suffer. So hopefully, we can bring him back this Chip Kelly offense, and he can really shine, and be that utility player, and that third and referral game. That would be amazing. But um, yeah, appreciate my guy Navman a $10 special. Thank you. All right, my guy Haas. When he went to Phil, he didn't even finish the season because of off the field reasons, but never really knew what happened. His attitude is just something to watch. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I think Spytech knows what time it is over here, and that was probably something that was communicated to Pete, and then they made that decision. What it looks like from interviews that I saw with Spy Tech and kind of Pete, I think they cross check and communicate a lot of things with one another to make sure they're on the same page before making certain decisions, certain moves. And that's good. I like that. I feel that is totally a 360 from what we just experienced this past year with AP and Coupon Tom last year, where literally one hand didn't know what the other hand was doing. It was just it was that dysfunctional. Between the GM and the head coach last year. But I feel like this year they're so in tune, and the level of respect and admiration is there that they're just kind of they want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, the vision's aligned, it fits that alignment, and that's the most important thing going into the season, is that whatever route you're going to go ahead and take, that it has to fall in the line of the vision. I've said that before, so you know I'm glad that they're on the same page for sure. uh My God, now, man, yeah, McDaniel's fucked him up, and it's kind of sad. It sucks, but I'm glad that he's doing good. He's out here visiting, and hopefully, we hear something soon. Again, I'm tapping in. I'm waiting to see if they don't let the man out of the building without a contract. I hope it does happen. I hope uh, Christian is in there. trying to plead the case for him to stay and really run it. It would be a great thing if they both were there at the same time. And that was the main reason that uh, Wilkins came over to the Raiders is to be with Hunter, and it just it just didn't work out, So it kind of sucks, but hopefully that does happen. And he does come back for sure. My guy Greg, nice pickup on Devin White. I wanted the Raiders to draft him years ago. Well, we got him now, and like my guy Haas was saying, is if he comes with the attitude comes correct and he stays healthy, I think we're gonna get a really good version of him. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out for sure. Um, my guy Jack, uh, Nation, does White have any gas tank in the or any gas in the tank? Yeah, I mean, we heard it, bro. I think it's just having that attitude. I think it's just being in the right um being the right culture, being in the right system has a lot to do with it. I don't think if you're in the right culture, right system, things might not always pan out. And I think that's what happened in Houston. So it might just be one of those scenarios where it just didn't really work out. It wasn't a vibe, and if I translated a little bit on the field, I mean, he did have an ankle injury last year too, so that also attributed to those low numbers. But going back from his rookie year all the way up to 2023, guys averaging about 60 between 60 and 70 tackles per season. So um, that's not bad at all for sure. Um, my guy Greg, we need both linebackers that we got off season to learn quick and play good for sure. Facts. I think seeing what Landon Roberts on his highlights, the guy's just a beast. The guy he's just smash mouth football through and through. We're definitely going to see some treats for sure. So I still think the route to go is to go ahead and draft a linebacker. There's pretty good linebackers in this draft coming out. If we don't want to take one early in the second or third, there's still opportunity between the fourth and fifth round to go ahead and pick up solid guys. You got Swishinger, you got Olalejo, the UCLA guys. They're good. They're solid. You got a couple other guys out there as well that we can go ahead and pursue as well. But I still feel like drafting a linebacker um, it is probably the way to go, especially if you're going to go ahead and get that homegrown talent for sure. And I'm still waiting on Tyree. So hopefully this year is the year that he actually does come out. We're seeing flashes, we're seeing progression. So um, I hope that continues on for sure. For sure. Yeah, but let me go ahead and go back to this poll again. I asked you guys how you feel about Hunter coming back to the Raiders. 92% is yes, I like it. 8% is no, I'm not with it. With 24 votes casted in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you guys head on over and cast your vote. Let your voices be heard. We're gonna go ahead and close this poll in just a bit, and we're gonna go on to the next one for sure. Um, but can we? I wanted to go ahead and share something with you guys. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull that up. And as you guys know, Spytek was out at Boise State, I believe yesterday or day before, and he was out there, checking out the talent. And there's only one really talent out there to go ahead and check out. So um, that's Addison Genty. this with you guys. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and share this. So this is what Ashton thought about Spy Tech coming out to go
They
ahead and
got a
pick
few
him out.
pieces. I know they could use a running back, so they got that nice pick number 6. So we'll see what happens. But it's been great meeting with them, reading with their running back coach, and so it's cool that he came out all this way to meet with me. I mean,
Yeah, so I mean, he is up for coming over, making an impact. Obviously, I've stated my opinions on Genty. Um, I like him, but I don't feel that with this running back class, he should be the number 6 pick for us. If we're serious about pursuing him, um, I think would be us training back ninth, 10th, to go ahead and get Genty. That to me makes more of a move that makes sense to me. Pick up some extra draft capital, another second round, uh, third round, make it interesting. Obviously, there's certain people, there's certain teams that need a quarterback or looking to go ahead and move up to get a certain positional player that's going to go ahead and make an impact for them. It's going to make sense for them. But as far as Genty at 6, that wouldn't be my particular pick. My guy Greg, who would you pick at 6? So my take, I feel the plan hasn't changed. The plan should still be to go out and draft a quarterback. If Shadur's there at 6, take him. And I feel that's the move that Spy Tech and Carroll are going to make, just because of the ties with Mark and with Brady. Brady is going to be the ultimate decision maker in this thing, and they value his opinion. So I feel that's a move that they're going to go ahead and make. If he's not there, you have Mason Graham. Obviously, having him there and picking him up would be an immediate impact in that D line for sure. Imagine just having Crosby, Wilkins, Graham, and then you got Kuntz on the other side. That'd be a form of more than that'd be a scary front four to having to deal with, especially in this division twice a year. You know, but if there's no one available, if Travis is gone, if Abdul's gone, Cam's gone, Shadur's gone, then the move would be to go ahead and trade back. That's what I would do. Go ahead and trade back. You could trade back either to 10th, 11th, or 12th, or you can even go farther back up until 18th, 19th. Trade with Tampa, and go ahead and pick up Emeka. You can go ahead and pick up Jahad Campbell at that point. Marion Hampton. You have so many different options you can go ahead and pursue at that point. Um, Drafting at the lower first round. So that's what I feel. I feel that if Shador is not there, and Graham's not available, you trade back. T Mac, as you heard, there's some things out on T Mac, and let me go ahead and share this with you guys. Let me set this up, and shout out to my guy Leo. He actually he I seen him over Twitter today, but um this has really been out today. Hang on one second. All right. Okay, I got the volume up. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys. And this is this is a recording of T-Mac as he kind of talks about football and watching film and all that.
Well, you know what? You don't watch football at all.
At all.
Is it hard to watch film then if you don't like watching football?
Yeah.
For real? That's crazy.
I don't like watching film either. I don't ever need to watch it by myself because we go over as a receiver group.
I don't.
Well,
You know what? You know what?
All right. So that was T-Mac there. Shout out to Mr. Optimistic. Go ahead and give him a follow on Twitter. But yeah, so he's out there saying that he doesn't watch ball. He doesn't like to study film. Now I don't know if this is him trolling the person who's recording, and that he actually knows he's being recorded, or he doesn't know that he's being recorded and it's a friend doing it and he's asking these questions. So that's the thing. I don't know how you would take the context of what he's saying. So could this potentially hurt his stock value? I would think it would hurt it a little bit. Even if you check it with a grain of salt, you have it in the back of your mind. Some people are, could go ahead and buy into it, some not, some don't. So, but either way, he's on film, he's on video saying that. So, changes perspective a little bit on whether or not this guy is going to be a viable choice, in the top 10, let alone number 6, right? So, as far as for me, I mean, T-Mac he's a great player, right? That's for sure. Are there other great receivers in this draft? Yes, there is. I feel that there's about 2 or 3 more really good, really great wide receivers that you can go ahead and pursue, and then the rest are good, and then the rest are the quality starts sliding down. But I like Emeka from Ohio State. That's a guy that I would like to go ahead and pursue. I don't see that happening because he's projected to go in the later first round, anywhere between that 18 and that 30 range. That's where he would fall into. You still have Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. I like that guy. He had a great combine. That could be another potential option for the Raiders. You got Trey Harris. So if you're looking for those big, tall receivers, which we do need to go up and contest those balls, you got those guys as well. So for me, T-Mac has not always been that we need to grab that guy at 6 type of deal. If he's there, he might be an option. But if we pass on him, I'm not mad at that. There's been some questions with the stride. And the way he gets off the line has been questioned. So, those are some of the things that you got to kind of take into account too. But I don't feel that he is the only true standout in this wide receiver class. It's a little bit different than Genty. And Genty, though, he's a little bit, he distanced himself, in my opinion, a little bit more than the other running back class. I still believe you can get the same production from the other guys. A couple of things with Genty is that the division that he's in, Mountain West. This is division where I'm in, right? I'm out in mountain areas, or Mountain West division, right? I have UNM literally down the street from me. When they play these guys, looking at looking at their schedule from last year, they didn't play a whole lot of difficult teams, right? They played Hawaii, they played Wyoming, they played teams like San Jose State or Sacramento State, like different teams like that are not high on the totem pole. When it came up to teams like Oregon and Penn State, that That's really where the skills really showed out there, right? We all knew what happened between uh, Genty and Penn State, right? He really got neutralized. So um, that's what happened. So I think that um, the amount of impact he would make coming here wouldn't be as much as people think it would be. So I feel using that six pick, I feel that it would be a little bit underutilized going after Genty. It would make more sense down the road, drafting him at 9, 10 uh, pick. So uh, my guy Jack says, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas makes a strong offer to move up. Total Jerry Jones move up. That is facts, brother. He would definitely make a move like that to go ahead and draft Genty, and I think he would be open to go ahead and obviously go to Dallas. But yeah, that would be a Jerry Jones move. I mean, the other news out there is that potentially they're wanting to go ahead and make some type of trade to move up using Dak Prescott as that potential trading move to go ahead and get in the top 5 to draft either Genty or Shador, right? Then the whole thing we talked about it on Wednesday's show. I said he has a no trade clause. So if there were anything to happen, Dak has to go ahead and sign off on that move. Just kind of food for thought out there. So, I just want to put that out there for sure. Dante Thornton, Jr. 6'5", runs a 4.30. There you go, bro. Bam. Bam. Greg says maybe making this his value drops to the Raiders. I don't know. Let's see. Jack says, I went to Sacramento State and my son is going to San Jose State. Well, there you go, bro. I mean, they're Division One schools. They're Division One schools. I mean, but there's Sacramento State and then there's Penn State. There's a level to this shit. So it's just the quality of teams. Um, it's funny if you guys ever seen that movie Longest Yard, where Adam Sandler talks about, well, we always played a warm-up game and played against a team like Appalachian State and knocked the teeth out of them. That's literally what it means. So playing a team like those, I mean, it's not saying a whole lot, and mind you that Genty's their best player. They utilize the shit out of him. He comes in miles. Just so y'all know, he comes in miles. But he's still a good player. But the thing is like I feel the hype is a little bit too much in the actual playing, for sure. Yeah, brother. Oh man. My guy Nav. Unless Abdul Carter drops to 6, I don't see a pick at 6. I would see 2 trades back to 9, then to 12, then roll hot. Hey man, I'm not mad at that either, bro. You're collecting draft picks by the bunch at that point, man. Shit. I mean, you can get, and like I've said, the meat and potatoes of this draft is between rounds 1 and 5. Really 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is you're getting, if you get 2 draft picks in the second round, you could do a whole lot. You could pick up a lot of key players for that, for sure. My guy Greg, I'm attending Cal Poly Pomona in California University. So, hey, brother, facts, man. I know about Cal. I'm from Cali myself, from LA. I know about Cal Poly. One of my boys went there, so I've been to that campus. It's a nice campus for sure. Yeah, I'm attending engineering school, so every majors are set at a high level expectation. Yep. All right. Sac Tom Remark Scatterman went to Sac State originally. There you go. Then he went to Arizona. Yeah. for sure, for sure. But yeah, so yeah, that was a rumor out there that Dallas is looking to make some type of move to go ahead and make a trade in the draft. Obviously, nothing has panned out as of yet, but putting potentially Dak out there to in the trade block to go ahead and make a move up to number two, number three, or whatever, or number two or number one. Wouldn't be three, but number one uh, um, is out there. I don't see that happening. I mean, obviously they just gave Dak a massive deal as well, so it's it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, all right. So go ahead and get your question in, guys. I'll be on for a little bit before I head on out. And again, I appreciate everyone tapping in with me on this Friday evening, Friday afternoon, depending where you're at. If you're on the West Coast, if you're where Greg's at, it's Friday afternoon. If you're where I'm at, it's Friday evening. If you're where Jeff's at, it's Friday night already. But I appreciate everyone tapping in. If you are new to the show, make sure you head over, check on in, and smash that subscribe button. For all my ride or dies, click those thumbs. I appreciate everyone tapping in with me. I just salute to all my new members as well. I appreciate you guys hopping on board. We're gonna do some fire stuff. So I got some more tiers on there. So you guys want to go ahead and check those out for sure. So I'm gonna be putting out some great content exclusively for the members. So that's a big on my list. So just waiting to go ahead and get that ball rolling. And salute to my guy Christopher Radish for going ahead and helping that make that possible for sure. Yes, sir. He is a geology major. Hey man, that's cool, brother. Shit. For sure. Let's see. Hey, appreciate you now, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. But tomorrow, just so you guys know, tomorrow we have Good Morning Raiders with my guy Rundown. Tomorrow's special guest, so you guys know, um, is Joe Morley. Joe Morley is going to be tapping in with us live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Make sure you guys tap in, turn on notifications for that. We will be doing the damn thing. Joe Morley, funny as hell. He puts out great content out on IG and TikTok. So he has also his own YouTube channel too. I know he's done a couple lives here and there, but I know he's really want to go ahead and get back into it. So make sure you guys tap in with us. That's going to be a really, really great show. And I got some more guests lined up, guys, as well for the Saturday morning show. We're really making this big. Me and Run are really working hard behind the scenes to go ahead and get, really good guests on the show as well. We're trying to bring great content. Got more ideas coming out there. So make sure you guys are tapping into that to be a part of that for sure. And then obviously I'll have depending, how many more members I get on the higher tier, we'll be doing some exclusive interviews and shows with certain guests as well. So I'll have that lined up as well. So for sure, make sure you guys tap into that. Yes, sir. I will be doing that show 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yep. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But let me check Twitter, see if there's any news before I head on out of here. Don't see anything. All right. As of now, nothing is there. Watch something happen once I get on out of here. But oh man, hey, appreciate everyone tapping in with me today. on this live show. Thank you everyone for pulling up. Um, and if you have any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and drop those in the comment section. We'll go ahead and continue to chop this up even after the show. I appreciate everyone tapping in for sure. Um, Make sure, don't forget, we have Raiders, the next episode of Raiders Unfiltered. I have it at 9, but that's going to be, we're probably going to do around this time um, on Monday. We're going to do it around 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to try this new time. So just got done with work. But today was a work from home for me. So, I didn't have to go ahead and do the grind heading back home. It's easier today, but normally on Mondays I have the long ride home, and by the time I get here and deal with the kids and all that, I'm pretty beat. So we're gonna try a new time. Usually they're asleep, so I don't have all this crazy noise going around. So it works out a little bit better for me. We're gonna go ahead and try it out, see how that does. So we're gonna so make sure next Monday coming up, you guys tap in. Oh yeah, oh, that's supposed to be my bad. See the time change. 5 p.m. Pacific. Raiders Unfiltered with me on the next live, and then obviously the Raider Connection every damn Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. That is a panel show with Leo, Cheeto Linus, Jeff New England Booster, my guy LV Raider 10, and myself. Make sure you guys head on over and turn on notifications for that one if you guys are feeling different opinions on the topic and get different perspectives. This is a good show. We had a pretty good show on Wednesday. Make sure you guys go ahead and head on over to my channel. You guys can go ahead and tap on in for that. Jeff is going on. That's pretty much it. But EC, what's the run for rumors about? So I know you tapped in a little bit late. Go ahead and what the word is right now is that Hunter's visiting with the Raiders today. He's over there in Henderson. He's meeting with them, with Pete Carroll and Spy Tech, and with everybody out there. So he's trying to make that comeback in 2025. He already visited with the Carolina Panthers. That's in their backyard. So now he's come back with his old team to see what's what, right? So we might see return of third and Renfrow. That might happen. That might be a possibility. So as of yet, just check Twitter. As of yet, nothing has been said. But I'm saying, like, maybe something happens as soon as they get off. Watch. As soon as I get off, something happens, and next thing you know, Hunter Renfrow signed to the Raiders. And if he were to come back, I mean, it would be on a relatively cheap deal for sure. Hey, shout out to my guy SoCal Sal. That Saturday morning show is fire. Yes, sir. We're trying to make this the hottest show on Saturday mornings on YouTube. Trying to make it to that. At least in the Raider universe, we're trying to make that happen. So, like I said, me and Ron putting in that work, trying to bring the best quality content to you guys on Saturday morning. So that Joe Morton is going to be on tomorrow. It's going to be good. So make sure you guys tap into that. Yep. Put a poll tomorrow. Oh man, you know what? I didn't get a chance to do that, man. I'm about to head on out because Jeff is going to start in a second. So, but yeah, I'll put that up tomorrow for sure. We'll go ahead and talk about it. We'll go ahead and really chop it up, and I want to get Joe's take on it and see how he feels about Devin White. Everybody, the whole signings this week, and then Hunter potentially coming back if he doesn't come back, because something could happen in the next few hours, or even tomorrow morning. We could be waking up to Hunter Renfrow is a Raider once again. That could be the news. So you never know for sure. My guy Jack with the Raiders. Hold on, bro. Let me do it right.
Raiders!
There you go. There you go. Shout out to my guy Luna, man. For sure. Alec, my guy, what is good? Hey, thanks for tapping in, brother. If Devin is healthy and is all right, he is an all right signing, probably around the vet minimum guy to compete in camp right now. Yep. At least you get more depth in that linebacker room for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it was Josh McDummy who ruined Renfrow production. Yep, for sure, man. I mean, Hunter was in that, on that on that ladder rising up, man, on that elevator rising up. So it was a little bit sad to see him fall off, but it's always good to have these guys take some time to themselves, get healthy again, and come back. And when he does come back, better than ever, and be even more of an impactful player for the team for sure. Yep. Luke Asterson is no longer a Raider. Yeah, man. But hey, I'm a head on out. Again, appreciate everyone tapping in. Make sure you guys head on over, check on out that membership. If you want to go ahead and get off my lawn, the link is pinned up top. Get in the game. Go ahead and get that membership. It does help to go ahead and keep the lights on, for sure. But again, I appreciate every single one of you, everyone tapping in with me on this Friday afternoon. I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific with Joe Morley and the Raider Rundown as we do Good Morning Raiders. So until next time, Raider Nation, just remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace.